My good people in the YouTube world and beyond, you already know who it is. Y'all already know what it is. It's the OutLIer B, and I'm right back up at you cats with another video. How y'all doing today, man? I'm good. I'm straight. It's Wednesday, hump day. What you been doing, my people? What have you been doing to further yourself along, my people? What's going on? How was y'all nights, man? And what have you done? It's already Wednesday, man. I asked y'all on Monday if them arrows are pointing in the correct direction. So it's hump day, man. What y'all been doing? Need to bring you closer to your dreams, man. And it is Wednesday, so the week is not over. You can start today. Work Thursday. Do what you got to do on Friday to bring you closer to your dreams. And today we got a pretty good episode lined up for you, man. We're gonna speak a little bit about some things that school doesn't really teach you, man. Some things that school doesn't really teach you. And I wanna speak about that, man, because I made a little epiphany in my little life that I had and changed the way I'm thinking about some things. My people changed the way I'm thinking about some things, y'all. But we're gonna get into it. But y'all know how we start the show off. We speak about the nighttime and what we did yesterday. And everything went cool. Everything went cool. My boy Daniel on the check-in. What up, Daniel? How you feeling, man? I like the fact that you check in with me every day. Very appreciated, my brother. Definitely appreciate that, man. You know? But it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. Nothing much going on. I had a good day yesterday, man. We got somebody else on the check-in. My boy Noah. He said, yo. He asked me, how am I doing today? I'm good, Noah. How are you? How are you, my brother? Hopefully you doing good too, man. Where you checking in from? And what time is it? Where you at? What city are you from? What state are you from? And what country are you from, man? What country are you from? He said he had surgery yesterday. Had surgery? What? Surgery. Somebody said, was that something removed? A mole removed? What's going on? Oh, man. So how you feeling, man? How'd you discover it? Was it dangerous, the surgery that you had? And how you feeling today, man? Hopefully everything go good with you, man. Hopefully everything go good to you. Okay. You said no. What you said no about? What you said no about? All right, so we got 13 people in that check-in. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. If this is something that you're into, something that you're into. Right, and what is this? This is nothing special, just a dude who walking way to work every single morning, speaking about the things that go on throughout the day. So my boy Noel said, he said, all right, just hurts. Okay, he said, sticks in my head. Okay, so how long is the recovery, my brother? How long are you gonna be down for? How long are you gonna be down for? And again, hopefully you get all right. Hopefully you all right. I had a few surgeries in my lifetime. I had a hernia surgery. Matter of fact, let me start from the top. What surgery I had first? First, I had a growth behind my head. It was like, I don't know what it was, man. It was just a little growth I used to have behind my ear when I was a kid. And also, I had my tonsils removed. So I used to get a lot of strep throat when I was younger. A lot of strep throat, y'all. You feel me? And with the strep throat, it used to give me a high fever, a very high fever. And I used to hallucinate with this fever. So I had to get surgery for it to get taken out. So when they did my tonsil surgery, they also took out the little growth I had in my head, you know. Debbie, she came on and said, hi, what up, Debbie? How you feeling? What's going on in your life? Where you checking in from? What time is it? Where you at? So yeah, that was my first surgery with the growth that I had, and they also removed my tonsils at the same time. Next surgery I had was when I was like 18 years old. I was, y'all know I was an athlete. I played baseball in high school. I went to Hofstra University, and I tried out for the baseball team. I made it to the last cut, but I did get cut from the team. Uh, Shout out to Hofstra University baseball. But during that time, I went to go get a physical. Went to go get a physical. And during that physical, they noticed that I had a hernia. You know that test where they tell you to cough, and they touch you. Make sure that no part of your intestine comes down into your testicles. What they discovered when I was in college. So I had to go get surgery on that. We got somebody else on the check-in. Somebody said, where are you walking to? I'm on my way to work, to the train station. We got somebody else, Mia. She said, oh, how was going on, Mia? How you feeling? We got KRV21. My boy KRV is back. He said, why you always lying? I ain't lying, KRV. This is the truth, my brother. This is the truth. My boy KRV is back. What's good, man? Where you been? You ain't been up here for a couple weeks, man. What up with you, kid? We got Noah. She said, can I get a mod, please? I got you, Noah. I got you. Once I get off of here, I got you to be a mod. I don't think I could do it on here. Let's see. Okay, I can. Okay, add as a moderator. Okay, got you. So you good. Made you a mod. You feel me? Damn, I made the wrong person. Let me get Noah. I'm tripping. Okay, let's do it. Add as a moderator. Okay, you good. So you should be good, Noah. I got you, man. And thanks for the addition. Thanks for watching the channel. All right, we got Hermana said joke. Hi. He said G. Debbie said Kenya, 11:38 a.m. All right, you in Kenya. Kenya, all right. Shout out to my people in Kenya. You one of the first people to check in from the continent. Shout out to the people in the continent over there. What up? Respect in Kenya, man. Damn, I definitely I need to go to Africa, man. I definitely need to go to Africa, man. Y'all think I be joking when I say the places I need to go, but I'm dead serious, yo. I'm dead serious, man. You know, Noah is straight from England. Shout out to my people in England. We get a few people that check in from England every now and then. Shout out to my people in England, you know. So the last surgery that I had, and you know, this was the one that really changed my life. This is the one that really changed my life, was the pancreatitis surgery. So in that one event, I had like 3 or 4 surgeries. Matter of fact, it was more than that. It was like 8 surgeries on my stomach. Yeah, I know. I used to have issues. Hold on, let me make my boy a mod too, man. My boy, Daniel. Since I know how to do it now, I might as well do it, son. Because my boy Daniel, he always on the check-in. I definitely appreciate him. So we're going to make my man Daniel a mod. Shout out. So after I tell y'all my last surgery, I need to set some ground rules for my moderators, man. I need to set some ground rules for my moderators, all right? So this is how we going to do it. So my last surgery, I think if you've been following the page, I told y'all about this. It was with the pancreatitis. And I was in the hospital with that one for 3.5 months. I had about 8 or 9 surgeries on my stomach. And I made it. But they did remove my pancreas. And because of that, my body does not produce insulin. So now I am a diabetic. I was going to tell y'all that the prescription for the Dexcom, which monitors your blood sugar, has been refilled. And today after work, I am going to go get that. So I'm going to be right back into the game feeling even better now, you know? But that was the last surgery. Let's move on with my rules for the moderators, man. Listen, we have it's freedom of speech, man, freedom of speech. Now, anybody could come up here and say whatever they want. Check this out, trolls. I actually like trolls. You know what I mean? I love trolls. I like when people come up here and crack jokes that really makes me laugh. I love that. I love the fact that we got people who come in and say whatever. I really, really, really like that. So if somebody is just trolling and they're being funny, or even if they're not, it's no issue. Don't block those. Don't stop those comments. You understand what I'm saying? You can do that. You can do that. You feel me? But what we don't allow are certain jokes. So you're not going to discriminate against people, like make stereotypical comments. We're going to stay away from sex, like, talking bad about gay people. We're going to stay away from anybody come on dropping hate to any group. Like, you're not going to talk bad about Donald Trump up here. Not that I'm a big Donald Trump fan. We're not going to talk bad about Obama. If you have a statement of fact that you're making, then we could rock with that. But hate comment of any way is not, I want you guys to block that. You feel me? We want to block that. So we got somebody ask me, bro, where you at? I'm chilling, man. I'm out here in Nassau County. This is Nassau County, New York, a suburb of NYC. A suburb of NYC. You dig? We're about maybe 30 to 45 minutes away from Queens, about 50 minutes to an hour away from Manhattan. So my boy Leela came on and said, I have a question for you. Do you have any gift ideas for my mother and for me and my mother and for my mother and for my mother and for my mother and for my mother? You hilarious, Leela. What's going on, man? Do I got any gift ideas for your mama? I don't know. What's special that you and your mama shared? What is special that you and your mama shared? See what's special, and then think about her. Put her head in your head. Try to put her mind in your mind, and think of what would try to make her smile. Think of what would try to make her smile. I think about that type of stuff. I definitely think about that type of stuff, especially since our parents are definitely getting older. I'm 46 years old, so my parents are in their 70s. And in all honesty, their time is running out. Their time is running out. And I know how both of them think. My father, he is a very sentimental guy. He likes letters. So he always tell me to write letters to him. Tell me, he asked me to write about my childhood and some of the things that I think about when I think about him and growing up. So he likes letters. My mother, on the other end, she likes for you to pay attention to her. You know what I mean? She likes some attention. She want to feel important. She is a fabulous person. Both of my parents are. And you just got to know how they, how they like. You feel me? And what they into. So Noah said, stop spinning, annoying. Yeah. But it's cool. It's cool. So I told y'all about my surgeries. We laid down the rules for the mods. I told y'all that I had a pretty good night last night, went to bed, had some good timing. So now we're going to get into the major theme of this show. And Noah said he is 16. Okay, Noah, 16. We speak about some adult topics here. I never get disrespectful and teach you. Speak about some stuff. But I'm 46 years old, you 16. So, you're the type of person who I release this content for, because you got your whole life ahead of you, my brother. Your whole life ahead of you. He asked me, where am I from? I'm from New York, Nassau County. It's Long Island. It's a suburb of New York City. We right outside of New York City. In some places in Nassau County, you could literally have one foot in Nassau and then another foot in Queens. You feel me? So that's how we do it out there. So, listen, I'm going to tell you some stuff what schooling does not teach you. And it's something that I learned, but I may have learned it a little bit too late, So when I was 16 years old, I didn't know what the hell I was doing with my life. I didn't know. I just know I was curious about learning. I knew that there was things that I wanted to do in my life. And I had a lot of faith in my parents, Had a lot of faith in my parents. My mama, she worked in transportation. She was a superintendent. I saw her working all the time. I seen her take on additional jobs during Christmas time. Sometimes she'll be working 2 jobs. Sometimes she'll be going to school just to make sure that she was more marketable to a worker. My father, on the other hand, he was a teacher. He was a teacher. Definitely a teacher. He said, show us your face. Have you got any pets? I used to have a dog. My dog passed away. My little man, Oscar. I miss my little man, Oscar. Had him for about 12 years, man. He survived for a long, long, long time. But he got older and he passed away. Definitely left a mark on me and my family because he was the family dog. I told myself I would never get another pet again because Oscar was one of a kind. Oscar was the straight up man. You feel me? And I couldn't see myself getting another pet. But now that I'm trying to have kids and want to have kids, I could definitely see getting another family pet for my kids. I could definitely see that. You know, somebody said, what time is it? Over here in New York. Noah asked, what time is it? Over here in New York, it is 4:50 a.m. 4:50 a.m., man. 4:50. He asked me, do I work? Yeah, I work. I'm on my way to work now, man. On my way to work now. I got to catch a train. I work in the city. So we headed out there, y'all. Headed out there. And we got 12 people on that check. And hit that like button, man. Hit that like button, kid. You feel me? So, yeah. So going back to the story. So my father, he was a teacher. He has a master's from Columbia. So every time I seen my father, he was working, you know. Always working, always had a briefcase, always analytical, always pushed, just always pushed education to me. So at 16, I didn't really know what I wanted to do, but they told me, all right, you're going to college. You're going to college. And my father actually picked my major for me, computer science. I didn't really know what the hell computer science was back in like 1998. That's when I went to college in 1998. So went to college, and I learned a lot about, you know, math, learned about programming, how to think. Somebody said, show us where work then, at work. Did it like and subscribe. Thanks, my brother. Thanks. He said, somebody's behind me. Ain't nobody behind me, my brother. Nobody behind me. You know, this is the church right here. That's the church. I'm protected by the spirit. Y'all stupid. So yeah. So I ain't really know. You understand what I'm saying? I went to college. One thing college teaches you, how to be a good worker. They teach you how to meet deadlines. They teach you how to deal with certain things, how to work together. They teach you how to be a good researcher. These are some of the things they teach you how to communicate. These are some of the things that college will teach you. And this is nothing bad about that. College teach you how to be a good worker. But one thing college will never, ever, ever teach you how to do is to be an entrepreneur. Those are lessons that I never learned in college. I never learned about being an entrepreneur in college or how to use my skills to make me money. My boy asked me what time am I ending. I end when I get to the 7-Eleven, which is coming up. Within the next 3-4 minutes, we're going to be ending. But somebody here. Nah, I used to be a gamer. I do have a page up here where I am gaming, speaking about MLB The Show. But I haven't played MLB The Show in like 4 or 5 years, man. And not much of a gamer. I used to also play Halo. That was my game too, but not much of a gamer now. He asked me, do I play Roblox? Nah, no Roblox. No Roblox for me. You dig? So, yeah, it's never going to teach you how to make your own money. So, you know, I was just looking at all the stuff that I learned in school. And school teaches me, okay, get another job. Go get another job. But then I'm like, man, I'm upper management, well, middle management. I wouldn't say upper management. I would say middle management at my job. I've been on panels where people get interviewed. I look at resumes on a daily and regular basis. I work with Excel and create presentations and things like that to present to, the market. And I'm like, all right, why am I not teaching this stuff? And teaching people how to prepare for a job interview, how to do a resume, how to use Excel to figure out data. I could teach them how to present information, how to make arguments, and get into business on my own and create a class, a real course that teaches people how to make arguments, teaches them things that's gonna help them be productive in the market. School never taught me that. School never taught me that, you know what I mean? But I'm just putting two and two together and like, why am I not doing this when these are skills that I have that's transferable, that I can help people with, how to use AI the correct way, how to use AI to generate ideas. I could do these types of tutorials, you know, because I work with this type of stuff every single day, you know? So school not gonna teach you how to do that type of stuff, man. You know what I mean? Like, only experience teaches you those types of things. You feel me? My boy, he came on. He said, walking to work again, boss man. Epic MS Doles. What up, my boy Epic? How you feeling? My boy Noah said, chat with stream. He said, made my day, mate. No problem, Noah. No problem. Debbie came on and said, hi. What up, Debbie? How you feeling? How you feeling, Debbie? You dig? But I'd like to thank everybody for checking in, man. You know, we at the 7-Eleven. That means it's my time to get up out of here. I love y'all. Check y'all tomorrow, man. Remember what I said, my minds don't be blocking people just for, making funny comments. That's cool. But I'm up out here, man. Thank you guys for watching. We about to catch this train. Peace out, man.